Hey, it's Niclas, and this patch has completely taken over this channel. Not only would I consider it one of my favorite games of 2025, but genuinely one of my favorite games ever. Especially when it comes to the choice-based game genre. These kind of games have always been amongst my favorites, and we've played through a lot of them on this channel in the past, with many more still to be played in the future. The thing is, despite me enjoying these kind of games so much, they all share the same fundamental problem that has personally severely affected my overall fun and enjoyment while playing. And then there comes this patch, which completely fixed the problem for me, making it arguably the most fun to play choice-based game of all time. What problem I'm talking about exactly? Let's talk about it. Actually, before we do that, let me just clarify which choice-based games we're talking about. I'm not talking about games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Cyberpunk, Fallout New Vegas, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Skyrim, or The Witcher 3, aka games that see you make a lot of choices, but the main selling point is the RPG open world. I'm talking about games like Until Dawn, The Quarry, Detroit Become Human, The Walking Dead, Life is Strange, or The Wolf Among Us.
Sus.
Episodic / chapterized games with a linear world and way of playing, but a branched out story, with the main selling point being your choice shaping and changing that story, just like this patch. There's a clear difference between these two camps of choice-based games. While the open world games offer a huge map to explore and discover, massive gameplay variety, and dozens of hours of playtime, the linear games are much shorter and feature much simpler gameplay. Between cutscenes and dialogues in which you find yourself making a lot of choices to shape relationships and the overall story, there's occasional cinematic actions and chase sequences, often featuring a lot of quick-time events or also choices where the outcome can also impact the rest of the game. And in between all of that, in between all of these awesome and fun things, there is a lot of this. My biggest problem with choice-based games is the huge amount of very slow free roam sections. Now look, the idea and purpose of these sections isn't bad per se. If anything, they are essential and necessary for aspects of the story and world to properly unfold. In horror games like Until Dawn or The Quarry, these sections exist to help create atmosphere, as the players are making their way through settings like the snowy mountains, dark mines, or a spooky forest, while also leaving clues and more for the players to find, which further fuel interest and theories while playing. Same applies to The Walking Dead and Detroit Become Human, where in the latter it's also serving as a necessary mechanic when you're playing Connor and do detective work. Like, these free roam sections have a purpose. They connect the dialogue sections and set pieces, let you find clues, details, and secrets that can help improve your playthrough and make it more exciting, and like mentioned, just let you see more from this world. In theory, they are amazing and great, but it doesn't make them any less boring to play. These sections usually eat up a lot of playtime, your characters moving around like a soggy brick, which makes the sections often feel tiring and tedious, and it just slows everything down so much. Like the finding clues and secrets, that is cool, seriously, but the actual gameplay part is literally just slowly moving from A to B, and that is neither fun nor exciting, and most of the time just feels boring. So, how did this patch fix this issue? How did they make these free roam sections more fun to play? Well, they didn't add any. In between all the dialogue cutscenes and cinematic action set pieces, we're doing what the game is called dispatching. A fully automated point-and-click minigame that perfectly suits and fits the superhero gimmick. You play Robert, a former hero turned dispatcher, as you guide your newfound family of former villains around town to help and save people. The whole thing isn't just very creative and works perfectly for the story and characters the game is presenting, it's also unbelievably much fun to play. It's so much fun to play that I literally want it as its own separate independent game. It's so fun to play that I would replay the game just for the dispatching, because depending on your choices, your Z team will look different and make things fresh. You can use the skill points differently and prioritize other stats in the character's skill tree, changing the way which hero will be better for which call to send. I'm someone that grew up with RTS games like Stronghold and Command & Conquer, so to go ahead and completely replace these free roam sections with this creative, strategic minigame that offers massive room for replayability, funny voice lines, and world building, is genuinely perfect. Every episode is awesome cutscene with choices, into dispatching, into awesome cutscene with choices, into something with another dispatching section. It creates an unbelievably smooth gameplay flow. It feels like your story and experience with these characters never takes any breaks or disruptions. Funnily enough, I saw some people actually want free roam sections like in The Walking Dead, where you can walk around the office to interact with the Z team, and while once again awesome in theory, I think it would have just slowed things down and interrupt this on-point flow they were able to create. The dispatching might really make it not just a generally most fun to play choice-based game of all time, but also the most fun one to replay. Something I can't really say about the other choice-based games we've talked about so far. And the reasons for that are, like mentioned, those slow free roam sections. They're usually bearable when you're playing the game for the first time, but the moment you wanted to replays, to try different paths, choices, or endings, holy shit, it's so tedious. The recent Unto Dawn remake added a new secret ending, and because it was unclear how to get it, I found myself replaying the sanatorium section like 5 times, and oh my god. It starts feeling like I'm dragging myself barefoot through a burning pile of wood with many rusty nails stuck in between. Like I just want to get to the next cutscene, story portion, or choice, and I'm instead forced to just slowly walk around. It's sadly just boring and really affects the replayability. And that pains me to say, as I mentioned, love these games, their characters and stories, and replaying the games to see more paths is like one of the selling points. But the actual gameplay part of these games just often leaves me wishing I was doing something more exciting, and often saw me look for videos of other outcomes rather than playing to get them myself. Like, there was a 2 months break between me playing The Walking Dead Season 1 Episode 3 and then continuing with Episode 4. And while it was on the one hand due to health issues, it was also me kind of dreading another very slow 2-hour recording session with many of these very slow free roam sections. Like, the story of that first season had me so hooked, I was so emotionally invested and really wanted to see how the rest of the story would play out. But damn did I not look forward to actually playing the game itself. I don't know, has my attention span been so cooked these days? Is it that? Like mentioned, I definitely find it to be more bearable when first I'm playing a game. And I am also sure that it's going to be more exciting live on stream, where you can interact with chat during these slow sections, both on first time playthroughs and potential replays. The fact of the matter is, choice-based games are amongst my favorite games. Because of my choices shaping the path, a very entertaining, watch-along kind of experience with memorable characters and emotional stories. But unfortunately, they were never amongst my favorite to play, and if anything, the opposite. This patch went ahead and changed that. It took the things about this genre that I love, the interactive show movie feeling, and did them brilliantly with this entertaining The Boys Meets The Office concept, and took the things about this genre that I disliked, the tedious slow free roam portions, completely cut them out, and instead added a memorable minigame that perfectly fits the setting, story, and characters. The game has no lowdowns, it doesn't feel bloated, and if anything, makes you crave even more. This patch does absolutely everything right and fixed my biggest problem with choice-based games. And this shall be it with this video. It actually already had quite the review vibe to it. That officially even more detailed review video is coming out in a few days. To that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did and want to support the channel. It would help me a lot. I would also love to know your thoughts on this topic. Do you feel the same way as I do? Do you think the game should have had free roam sections as well? Let me know it all down below in the comments. I would really love a discussion. Please look forward to many more dispatch videos down the road, and yes, we're still going to be playing all the other choice-based games we talked about in this video as well, despite my mentioned problems with them. Till then, have an amazing time, keep being awesome. It's Niclas, and I can't wait to see you back soon on my channel.